So hello, this is Full3 and I have decided to show off what the Nether well is actually all about, because some people wondered, and I also myself felt like you know what, I want to do this, why not? So the concept of this well in the Nether is that you throw a bucket in here in the Nether into this cauldron, and after a second a water bucket comes back. You can place it, you can use whatever bottles you want. I'm in creative, so it's not gonna do anything for me. Since I've posted that on Reddit, I've cleaned it up a little bit and I color coded it so that I can explain how this works exactly, so that you can see how exactly you can build it yourself. It's not a difficult build. So first of all, you throw a bucket into the cauldron, travels through these hoppers into this dropper that's facing into the portal. When it comes through this item hopper, you have a comparator repeater into a block, redstone dust below, repeater back into a block that's underneath the dropper, so it just loops around, powers the dropper, and the dropper shoots the item into the portal. These blocks here are just to prevent the items from showing up. You could have this sealed up completely, but I'm just using it also for travel in between the dimensions, so I'm gonna walk in here, and this is the other side. When the item goes onto the other side, there's also blocks to stop it from falling out, so it lands in the bottom, because on the other side it also doesn't have anywhere to go, so it lands on the bottom. The hopper minecarts grab it, transport it into the hoppers, and eventually into this dispenser, which has one left also, so that's gonna break, into this dispenser. When it goes through this hopper, it also carries the signal up, looping around the red signal back into the dispenser to take this empty bucket and grab some water into it. Then through the green wire, after a moment, it also unpowers this hopper, which also has something in it. Wow, everything has some leftovers today. So it unpowers, so it manages to grab the bucket out of this dispenser when it's already full with water, carry it over to this dropper over here, and then after even a little bit more of a moment, this probably should have been like this, that's why it breaks. This updates this lamp, and updating this lamp is what causes this item elevator to trigger. So when the bucket is in here, this lamp updates, and these are just yeah, this is just a dropper and two observers, one of them facing like this way up and one of them facing this way into the observer, so just a bunch of them lined up. So this last dropper obviously faces this way. It slides towards the portal on the blue ice. The blue ice is not really necessary, usually the item makes it on its own, but just to be safe, you can use ice. Doesn't have to be blue ice even, could be probably any other ice. And here, the same deal, the item doesn't have anywhere to spew out because it's blocked by the item elevator here and some regular glass blocks over there, so it's grabbed by the exact same hopper minecart and hopper mechanism over here and carries into this dropper with the exact same thing, well, almost exact same thing. Just this detects if there's a bucket in the dropper, powers this, yeah, it goes back over here and then updates this lamp that triggers all of this. It's the same kind of item elevator, identical, and it ends up in the hopper over here. So let's see, I might have, oh well, don't throw anything else in there. It works on actual two buckets. There's one bucket that's supposed to be on the other side. This only makes it faster because the other side, the overworld, is loaded in for a very brief amount of time. So having two buckets rotate so that when your bucket comes in, there's already another bucket in the system slightly further away. It just have a better time to make it in time, because it's technically 10 seconds, but I find it's not always 10 seconds. I don't know why. I initially wanted to also have it not come up, like not have this visible, just have a block here. But unfortunately, due to the hitbox thing of the hopper, whenever you have a block here, the item actually goes back directly into the hopper and just begins on an infinite loop between dimensions. So you gotta have a hopper that just pulls it out. You could just cover it with a carpet if you don't like the look of a hopper. Like this is fine. This works just fine, just to present, and it will come back briefly. Yep, and I got it. So that's it. That's the Nether water well. If you're a maniac like me and you want to just settle in the Nether, but you still want to have, you know, brewing and stuff, this is the best place to get water in the Nether. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this. I hope it's useful, and bye bye, Fallout.